Well, finally tonight, as ashes are spread across our foreheads and sweets are set aside, today we are reminded of our own mortality and invited to enter into the Paschal Mystery. This Lent, the Norbertine Priest at St. Michael's Abbey hosts a virtual Lenten retreat uniting the faithful in common prayer and a chance to participate in Abbey life. And joining us tonight is Father Ambrose Criste, Norbertine Priest at St. Michael's Abbey. Father, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate a lot to get to, but first, a question about Ash Wednesday. This is not a holy day of obligation, although some people do think it is, but it is one of this year's most attended Mass days. Talk to us about that.
Well, I think, we Catholics love to take something away with us when we go to church, when we go to Holy Mass, whether that's palms on Palm Sunday or like today, ashes. It's that one day of the whole year when we have the opportunity to demonstrate to the whole world that we're Catholic by wearing the ashes on our forehead. So I think that's part of the attraction for everybody to go to Mass today. And maybe, even if they haven't been thinking so much about the Lord, they know that this is the time of the year to begin again.
Yeah, and I know you speak about the Church uniting the faithful in a common life. How is this particularly evident during this Lenten season?
Well, we're all taking up the penitential life together, praying together, fasting together, making a more concerted effort to give alms, and in that way to build up the body as a community. But I think that the fact that we receive ashes together today is one of the things that reminds us that it's not just a private practice, our faith, but it's something that we do as a church, as a community.
Yeah, can we talk about the retreat now? I know it's all online.
Sure.
Lots of
Yes.
prayers and reflections are offered for
Yes.
the Lenten season. What do you hope that people will take away from it?
Well, I hope that they get a little bit of a glimpse into how a monastery like ours, an abbey of canons regular, lives Lent in a very concerted way, that are the religious in the church are always the ones who are kind of, they're committed all the way to the devotions and to the practice of our holy faith. And we want the folks who don't live in a monastery to be able to participate in that and to share in that richness so that they can also feel like they have some of the richness of that monastic observance of this holy season.
Yeah, and some may think, of Lent in an abbey as a really rigorous experience.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to those who may be intimidated at the thought of walking alongside of you during this Lenten season and really keeping up with you on the Abbey?
Well, of course, the folks outside the Abbey don't have to necessarily keep the same schedule we're keeping here in a monastery. But what we want them to see is the richness of the beauty, the art, the music, the reflections that come from the canons who live here. So it's all liturgical richness with maybe only some of the rigor.
Father, we have probably about 30 seconds or so left, but curious, what would be your message to our viewers during this Lenten season? What would you like to tell them?
Well, I would like to tell them that the Lord is waiting for you. He's waiting for you to turn back to him, maybe if you've been waiting to do that, or to open up a space in your heart more widely to receive him, so that when we celebrate Easter together, we're going to celebrate the wedding feast of the Lamb together. So come and find us on the Abbot Circle, theabbotcircle.com, where you can participate in this Lenten program with us here at St. Michael's Abbey.
Father, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. We appreciate it. God bless you.
Thank you, Tracy. God bless you.